Hey guys, my name's Cody. Super excited about the opportunity to potentially be selected for the Leadville 100. So quickly about myself, I am 38 years old. I live in Columbia, Missouri. I was born and raised in rural farmland, North Missouri. Extremely small population and just a very free way of life. And I think as a kid, really a bicycle and a baseball glove was about everything we needed to have fun and recreation. I grew up and played a lot of baseball and went to college to play baseball. And after that, I got into motocross for a short period of time. And that was really kind of something that was fun and filled the adrenaline rush that I commonly seeked. And then after that, we moved from northern Missouri down to Columbia, Missouri, got married, bought a house, started a family, and been really comfortable with Columbia. Just really haven't found anything as my niche of things I like to do. Until 2019, I ended up buying a used XC mountain bike, primarily because I was coaching my son's baseball team. At the age, he was 4, 5, and 6 years old, I coached his baseball team, and I realized I was vastly out of shape. I haven't done any exercise or anything until recently, and I couldn't keep up with them. So I bought a XC mountain bike, and I was riding some gravel roads and some trails and really not knowing what I was doing, but nevertheless I got the hook on cycling. And in 2020 I ended up buying a gravel bike, and I haven't competed in any races. I have done a few fun rides with a local bike shop, and one that was at a local town that was it's a small winery town, and it was like 22 miles with about 1,800 feet of elevation. And that was my first like fun ride, but competition. It really It gave me a taste of competition again, which truly excited me. And obviously with the pandemic going on, there's not a lot of competition to really enter into, yet I find myself competing with myself as often as I can to push myself and push my limits. And I'm really excited about this opportunity. So the next question was, what interests me or excites me the most about the potential being selected for the Leadville 100? And I think interested for me would be putting it lightly. Extremely excited is what would come closest to explaining it for me. I don't want this to sound rehearsed because it's not. I just have a lot of thoughts that are coming to mind, but I think the one word that sticks out to me is adversity. I briefly touched on earlier where I was from and who I was, but 2019 was a very big year and challenging year for me. It started off pretty standard. I bought the bike and got into cycling, and then mid-summer or early summer, June of 2019, I lost my brother to suicide, and that was challenging for me and my family. And then shortly after that, we had sold our home, which was in our plans. Just timing was maybe not ideal. And shortly after that, I also made a career change. 2019 weighed on me pretty heavily. It was more than I could manage, and going into 2020, the pandemic obviously didn't make things better, but it was not anything that exaggerated what was going on. And 2020 was one for the record books for me. I kind of lost myself, and it was something that I wasn't prepared for. And anyways, I struggled with anxiety and depression, and didn't know how to manage that. So I found solutions that were less than healthy. And from my faith and my family's strength, I ended up getting some counseling that was much needed. And I have nothing but praise today and very grateful for where I'm at. I feel like every morning I get an opportunity to wake up and really showcase who I can be, who I want to be. So that word adversity really sticks with me pretty dearly. I think the Leadville 100 would be just another step of me not only showing my family and my friends that what I can do, but more so for myself, to show myself that I can overcome any adversity if I just apply myself. I'm super excited about the next chapter of my life, and I think this would just be one more stepping stone that would be tremendous for me. So the last question says, what about the sport of cycling intimidates you? It's kind of a twofold answer for me, because when I got into it, I was pretty vain, very vanity in my maturity level. And I would have at that time said that I was intimidated by not having the right equipment or the right knowledge. And I can say with everything that has happened, I've moved on past the vanity and worrying about what other people think, and not using equipment or looks or knowledge as a hindrance, but a chance for growth. I don't need the looks of a pro. I used to golf quite a bit, and I always said you could look good or golf good, and it was easier to look good. And now I've kind of moved on past that portion, and really want to give 100% of everything I have to offer into any endeavor that I take on. I would say realistically, what intimidates me is skill level. From the days that I rode motocross, I was very aware that if you didn't have a little bit of fear, that you were quick to potentially get injured. Being 38, almost 39 years old, I do realize like injury is a fear, but I think it's a good fear to have. It keeps me humble, keeps me focused. At the same time, I would look forward to working with the team to learn the skill set. My fears are like technical downhills, and really controlling like heart rate going up hills. I'm very new into this, and I found that I focus a little too much on a computer screen and where my heart rate or cadence is at, instead of really being present and enjoying the moment and just realizing that I'm riding a bike, not only for the exercise and physical aspect, but to truly get out and just enjoy nature and be very present with myself. And and outside of that, me being so new into cycling, I really don't know what I should be intimidated on outside of injury and technicalities. So I think that's an awesome opportunity for me to be able to embark on this endeavor and really learn from some people that have a quality background and extensive knowledge. And I think this will be a very amazing journey for me and my family.